as for making money, US is not like Europe is not a match for US. The US, also with my experience now being there for some time, gives you more opportunities to settle down, for long term, make more money. For example, as an engineer, I feel like I have better options, better opportunities. If I do my program in the US and work in the US, I make money more than even my professor here in Italy was making. So
Changing the narratives with Mr. B.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How
Nice
about
to
you?
meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
You look good.
Thank you. You as well.
Thank you so much. Please, I'm going to be asking you one or two questions. We are doing this for educational purpose.
Okay.
Sharing from your own life experience, just
Right.
to educate the public about the real life here in Europe, right?
Okay.
This time changing the narratives,
Okay.
right? Okay, before I come back to give you a minute for you to introduce yourself to the audience, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, and my great viewers. Depending on the place you're watching us from, we are back again with another episode of this program, Changing the Narratives, saying things the way they are in the city of Rome. We are here with our big brother here, as you can see him. But before I give him a minute for him to introduce himself to the audience, please stay tight and equally don't forget to help us share, like, and leave your comment for us in the comment section. Please, can you just introduce yourself to them?
Yeah, my name is David
Okay.
Nchekube, and I used to be here in Europe, but now I'm in the US. I just came to visit my friend and do one or two things before I go back to the US.
Like, how long were you here before living for US?
I've been here for 7 years. So I used to study in Torino, and then I did my master's in Torino,
Okay.
and then I did an under program in Ancona. Then I worked in the university in Ancona. Then now I'm doing a PhD in the US.
You are doing it.
I'm doing a PhD in electrical engineering in the US.
Wow. Like, for how long have you been in US now?
So I've been in the US for 2 years now. So I'm in my second year of the program, my PhD
But
in Maryland.
your first
I
base
started here.
was
yeah.
here.
I came here in 2016.
What was your motive of coming here first? Was it here to study?
I
Or?
came here to study. So initially, I did not have the plan to study in Italy. I wanted always to go to the US,
Okay.
but I didn't get like the scholarships that I needed. And then I decided to try applying to Italy because Italy is very generous with scholarships.
Okay.
Very generous compared to any other European country. Italy is very generous with scholarships. So I applied to Italy and I got a scholarship. That's why I came here. And then after doing my program, I decided to apply to the US, and now I'm in the US.
Which is even when you
The US, also with my experience now being there for some time, gives you more opportunities to settle down, for long term, make more money. So life may not be the same. For example, the food in the US, people always complain about the food compared to Italy. But then it depends on what you want to do. So if you want to shoot high in your career, for example, as an engineer, I feel like I have better options, better opportunities. If I do my program in the US and work in the US, I make money more than even my professor here in Italy was making. So then it depends on how do you invest that money, how do you use that money you make in the US. If you are lousy with it, you will lose the money because the cost of living and everything. So if you're smart with it, you will make a lot of money in the US. You can decide to come back to Italy here and base here, transit up and down. It depends on how you plan it. But as for making money, US is not like Europe is not a match for US. I can give you an example. So when I was working here, my annual salary was like about 2,000, not even up to 2,000 euro a month.
okay.
But the first job I would get in the US, I could be making over $100,000. Let's say euro, 100,000 euros in 1 year. So imagine, that's my first job. So the difference is like night and day. So that's why I decided to go to the
Because
US.
I wanted to ask you your life system
Yeah.
here when you were here, and
Yeah.
then now just you already
Yeah.
like a bit break them down to us.
So it's so many things. I wish we had more time. So because there are so many things you can talk about. There is a social life. There is the work life. So let me start with work. Like working here in Europe is way better than working in the US because here in Italy especially, you are more relaxed. The pressure is not high.
Okay.
You have what they call work-life balance. It's better here.
Okay.
In the US, no. You know, we don't have like long breaks, you know, to go do plans. So no, no, you
Everything
know,
is just in a
it's
hurry.
work, 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 work. You know, and life is more like not chill. Here, life is very chill. You have good food, you know, you can hang out. The system is also very nice. You don't need to own a car necessarily to move around efficiently. But in the US, you have to get a car.
It's
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
compulsory thing.
Like 99% of the places you'll be, you need a car to like go to shop, to, you know, do basic things, you know. So that side, I prefer Europe, you know. Socially, I think it's a little bit better in the US because you have more people like you. You know, for example, if you step in the US for the first time, everybody that sees you will think you're a black American because there are people who are there who are American, black like you. It's only when they conversate with you, they will know, okay, this guy
Just
is,
come.
yeah. But here, no. You are foreigner, straniero, straniero, finish, you know. So it takes time and the culture in Italy, it's still developing in terms of welcoming foreigners, you know. So it's something you have to deal with. You know, I can tell you so many stories. Like when I was in school with my colleagues, they don't want me to lead the group, you know, when we do projects and all because I'm the black guy, you know. So things like that. It's like small, small things, but it matters, you know. So you
But they
don't feel
know
at
that you
home.
have the brain just because
Of
of the
course,
color.
if you are in that school, you have the brain. I was in Politecnico di Torino, so I was not mechatronic engineering, so I know what I was doing, you know, and I did electronic engineering in Nigeria, in University of Nigeria in Nsukka, you know, so I know what I was doing. You know, I'm a smart student, I can say. I'm doing a PhD now in the
Yeah,
US,
yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
yeah, but it's the social life in Italy. They are still, I think they are growing. You know, the younger people are better than the older people. You know, but still, it depends on who you meet. But in general, nah, it's still they still need some level to catch up to. You know, so that's the thing. There are so many other things, but
Just because of time,
yeah,
we are
because of
limited
time,
to
yeah,
time.
because I need to catch my train.
Yeah, thank you so much
Yeah,
already. Really,
yeah,
I don't really know when it's possible for us to meet to really have because a lot of
yeah.
people want to learn.
Yeah,
There are a lot
right,
of people who are in this dark side now.
right.
They don't really know what to do to
Yeah,
climb to the next level.
yeah,
Not that they just want to remain in one place,
yeah,
but what to do.
yeah.
You understand? It takes you now that knows the system to be able to
Right.
unveil it to people. But
Absolutely.
what are we going to do to meet up with you again?
Well, we can connect on social media.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
And I want to say something about going to school here because I can say that I'm very experienced with like schooling here for foreigners.
Okay.
I I came to discover when I was in Torino, you know, my first year, that many Nigerians don't even know what the possibilities are available to them in terms of going to school. You know, I remember back in the day, that time, 2016, 2017, I don't know if it's still happening now. They had scholarship for people who were on asylum. So you don't even need to have your papers and they will give you scholarship in the university.
In as much as you are on asylum.
Yeah. So they had that program in the University of Torino. I remember very well. You know, so and there are so many scholarships called regionale. There's scholarship for regionale. Every region has its own scholarship. They give you accommodation, they give you scholarship. It's not huge money, but it's good enough for you to survive and get to the next level. So the only thing is now you need to do the exam. Once you do the exam, because they have quota, it's not everybody they admit. So you do the exam and you get like 99% chance you get that scholarship. You just need to prove that you are poverino, like you are
Yeah,
economic
yeah. You
status.
don't have
You get your ISEE. Just go to the CAF, get ISEE that shows that your family income is
yeah.
low, and then you get the scholarship, and that's how you go from there. And the thing with like foreigners, like Nigerians especially, going to some place like US or any other country around is difficult, if you are going there directly. But once you have done your thing here in Europe, if you're already in school here, even before finishing, you can use your first year transcript and apply to some other place. So because you're already here, it's easy for them to admit you, to say, okay, come, okay. Some other country has cleared you. Some country we think it's up there has cleared you. Now, okay, you can go. So it makes a lot of things easier. For example, if you think about visa interview, my colleagues in the States now, okay, who applied for a PhD to come to my university, they had to struggle to get visa interview, and some people were denied visa even though they had PhD scholarship. But me here, I did not spend 5 minutes in the embassy and I got my visa. Five
What
minutes.
is the secret?
Because I've been here.
Oh, already on
Yes.
the study process.
Yes, because I've been here. You know, they basically almost treat me like a European because I'm in their system. I'm in the school here, so I'm not applying like a Nigerian
fresh.
anymore. Yeah. So I didn't spend 5 minutes in the embassy. I got my visa. Less than 1 week, the passport shipped to my house. Easy.
Okay, so, but still, we are
Yeah.
going to have you on Zoom
All right, no problem.
to be able to deliberate more on this very issue, because a lot of people who wants to
Yeah.
really have the breakdown of
Sure,
all
sure,
this.
sure. I'm willing to.
Thank you
to
so
do
much.
that. Yeah.
It's really a great pleasure
Yeah.
having with you today.
Yeah.
God bless you.